From the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
Yes, sirree, Bob. Howdy, everybody.
What up, y'all?
Is it okay to deface political signs if it's funny? Hundreds and hundreds of signs here in Las Vegas have been stenciled with mustaches across the faces of the political candidates running for office next week. And it crosses all political parties, both the
all of them,
all the Democrats and the Republicans. They all got mustaches.
Yeah.
And I'm not exaggerating when I say hundreds. This picture came from our old next door neighbor, Randy. He posted it on Instagram. I had taken some pictures from the car, but they didn't come out nearly as good as his. His looks awesome.
It serves them right because, you know, they stay up way too long anyway.
They really do. And they're obnoxious. And have you noticed they're getting bigger and bigger every year?
Yeah.
I mean, some of them, and I'm not joking, are 15 by 8 feet.
Yeah.
Across.
Yeah.
They're like little like billboards, actually.
It's one of the things I hate about this city. And you know why? It's because of where we live that we get.
Is it not every city?
This stuff. Well, sure, but I've never seen anything like this before.
It's insane. Here's the thing, though. Don't you think each one of them should be responsible for going around on November 6th and taking them all down?
Yeah, and they should be fined if they're not down within a few days.
I think so, too. Because then it just becomes litter.
Right.
Yeah. So do you have your mustache picked out for Halloween? No. What are you going to be this year?
I don't think I'm doing anything.
You're not going to do anything? Well, we're not going to a party. We were invited to a party, but weren't able to go because I was out of town. I don't know. I don't know what I would have been if I was going to dress up. I got rid of a lot of my older costumes just because I'd worn them out.
Had you not gone, it was 90s themed.
That would have been fun. We could have been Backstreet Boys.
We could have done something probably pretty easy.
I'm sure we could have come up with something. That would have been so fun. Okay, let's not plan a trip around Halloween next year.
Yeah, this is the first one we've missed. Didn't we go to the last couple of them?
Yeah, we also missed a massive Halloween-themed slot tournament at Resorts World.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just shit out of luck. I have a great t-shirt that says, it's a black t-shirt with orange writing, and it says, "This is my costume."
Yeah.
So if we do go out tomorrow, I'm just going to put on that t-shirt, probably over a white thermal or something.
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean, isn't that good enough?
Yeah, sure. I think
enough.
that's fine.
What are you guys going to be for Halloween? Send us an email. Let us know.
This is Swish Edition with Dale and Scott.
You're listening to the Swish Edition.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your hosts, Dale and Scott.
Scary, huh? We made that Halloween opening years ago. Years and years ago. We've been using that for a long time. Once a year, I pull it out, dust it off, and we play it.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of fun. So, hello, everybody. It's the Swish Edition for October 30th, the day before Halloween. Halloween's tomorrow. And we're your hosts, FrankenDale and DracuScott. How do you like that?
That was funny because I didn't read ahead. I didn't see that.
FrankenDale.
It's like we're in little cereals.
That's what we should be next year. You should be Frankenstein and I should be Dracula. We could be FrankenDale and DracuScott. Oh my goodness. Also, I need to note this. Okay, Halloween is tomorrow. But yesterday, October 29th, was our real anniversary. It was the very first time Dale and I ever put out a podcast episode. The very, very, very first one, October 29th, 2009. 15 years and 2 days ago.
That's my grandmother's birthday.
That is your... I wonder if we said anything about that on the show. Probably not. Probably not. But that's cool. 15 years ago. And as I remember... And you guys can still find that episode. It's out there somewhere. We were drunk as a fucking skunk.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy.
And we did an interview with Freddie, who owns Freddie's Beach Bar.
I know.
That part wasn't drunk because we pre-taped that
Yeah.
on location, and then we did the rest of the show back in the studio. It was basically a table with one microphone that we shared. No headsets, no nothing. So there you go. Now you know. Elon Musk is a very controversial character right now, as you guys all know. I don't know, you either love him or you hate him. But he did post a great story on X.com a couple days ago that I thought was really great. And it was about the character of an individual. And I've been saying this for years. You can tell everything you need to know about a certain person based on whether or not they return their shopping cart.
Drives me nuts.
To the proper place in the parking lot.
I have seen people literally like 2 spots away.
Yeah.
And they don't take it.
They just leave it in an empty spot, or they push it up into the gravel in front of their car. It is so freaking annoying. And it literally tells you everything you need to know about that person.
Yeah.
Because most likely, if that person is doing that, which is just the laziest bullshit, selfish thing you can do, that means they're doing it in other aspects of their life.
Yeah.
They're either cheating on their taxes, or they're getting, they're eating the donuts as they're walking around the grocery store without paying for them.
Right.
Or they're cheating on their wife. It's just, I don't know.
There is also, it's kind of related, but I read an article, I think it was like Inc. magazine or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that employers have interviews, and if you're ever taken to a lunch interview, right?
Yes.
Do this one thing.
Oh, I
think
I know what you're going to say.
Look at the menu, make a decision, and be done. Don't ask questions. Don't take too long. Don't ask for
special orders.
Do
substitutions.
This, do that. You just order off the menu and be satisfied.
You also don't order the most expensive thing.
Correct.
I would go low.
Yes.
And you need to treat the wait staff like
and it's
your
how you
mother.
treat the wait staff. It's please and thank you. And
absolutely.
All that stuff. I
mean, that should be just obvious, right?
So that's happened to me twice, and I've always thought lunch interviews were just weird. I was like, is this person, got a busy day, and I'm here for this, and they're not going to have lunch otherwise? No, no, that's not the case. They're
testing you. They're testing you.
Yeah, the last thing they don't want to spend money on you, and they don't even have the job yet.
Right. Oh my goodness. So we are having drinks with the episode like we usually do. I'm having a glass of Pinot Grigio, and Dale is having a Modelo.
Yeah.
In one of the beautiful, I think they came from Tiffany.
I think it is Tiffany.
Tiffany beer stein that our realtor gave us. Our realtor loves us. Let me tell you, we've done 7 transactions with him here in the Valley, so he should love us. All right, here's another ethics question for you guys. If you find a $20 bill on the ground in front of a gas station store, and then you go inside and buy a winning scratcher, do you deserve to win?
Yes.
Shouldn't you feel bad about that?
No, you should not.
And then would you tell the media that's what happened?
I don't know if I would tell them.
I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Because it makes you sound like a douche. Anyway.
Does it though?
And then, of course, anyone and their mother could come forward and say, hey, I lost a $20 bill at that gas station last week.
Right.
Of course, you can't prove that. How do you prove you lost cash?
I mean, unless there was some video. But if you lose it, are you entitled to that cash back? Even if it was on video, crystal clear.
I don't know. I don't think
you
so.
walking out of a gas station and you dropped $20 and you got in your car and left. And I came out and on video saw me pick it up.
Right. No.
I don't know.
What do they say? Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Right.
I think if you find money, it's yours. However, that does not work at a casino.
Don't do it at a casino.
If you walk by a table game and you see a $20 chip on the floor and pick it up and put it in your pocket, you've now stolen it.
Tell the boss.
You can get in big fat trouble for that. Do not do it.
Don't take the change tickets.
Right.
Don't take those.
And
leave them
also,
where they are.
if you happen to sit down at a slot machine and there's money already on the machine,
cash it out.
I would cash it out and just put it to the side.
Do not take that fucking money.
Do not take that money.
I don't care if it's 25 cents.
Don't forget, y'all. They are watching you at all times. There are thousands of cameras.
And what I believe is the way it works is that unlike cash, right?
Yeah.
If you have like a ticket or a chip, yes, that ticket is yours while you have it. But those tickets and things, I believe, are kind of like the casino is the custodian of those things.
Yeah.
So if you leave them behind, it is theirs.
It belongs to the casino.
It is not yours.
Exactly. It's not like a $20 bill.
So they will probably do nothing for $25 vouchers. But I have heard stories of people who purposely walk through the casinos and pick up tickets. And those people do get asked to leave.
And they should.
And not come back. So do not do it. I think it has a name. It's called silver mining, right?
Homeless people do it all the time.
It's called silver mining, I think.
If you've read my newest novel, there's a lot of that going on in the book. That's what my main characters do. That's how they make their money.
Yeah.
They steal other people's money at the casino. Anyway, let me get back to the story. Down in Boone, North Carolina, which I've been there. He won $1 million on a $25 scratcher at a Speedway gas station. The 56-year-old carpenter told the media that he plans to retire and also help his children. However, this is where I call bullshit on this. He opted to take the lump sum payment of $600,000 rather than receiving the prize as an annuity of $50,000 over 20 years, because that's not much. After state and federal tax withholdings, his take-home winnings are about $429,000, according to the lottery. Who can retire at 56 years old with only $429,000? It's not going to last very long.
No, but I mean, I would immediately take the entire lump sum and give it to a bank and say,
well, I would.
And say, do this and make me some money. And you might be surprised.
You'd be lucky to squeeze $20,000 a year out of if you invested the whole.
Well, sure. Well, he probably shouldn't.
So he would have been. He would have been better off with the $50,000 over 20 years and keep his job. That's what I would have done.
No, I would have taken the lump, stayed working until retirement, and invest it, and don't frickin' touch it until retirement. You might be surprised what you could have after 7 or 8 years.
Hopefully, it would grow.
I mean, I've seen years of 25% returns. Now, the next year could be like
if he took the 50 over 20 years, he'd get $1 million. He's only getting $429,000.
Yes, but look at the slow. If you were to invest all of that, it's a slow return. I think the lump sum is the way to go.
What would you guys do? Let us know. I guess I'm not very good with money. Take it all and give it. I'd ask my banker. I'd ask my banker before I made the decision, I guess. Now, how come in North Carolina when you win $1 million on a scratcher, shouldn't they just give you a damn $1 million? You pay your own damn taxes. Why can't they give it to you all at once? It's not that much. If you won $1 million on a slot machine here in Vegas, don't you get it all? You get it all right away.
Yeah, but we have
more money here.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. We don't have state taxes.
Right, but they also don't
cares about the government.
They don't take the federal tax out. You can opt to save it and pay it in April. Anyway, that's all beside the point. The man in Boone, North Carolina also said he was going to take his entire family out for a dinner at the Golden Corral.
I love it.
And he said he was going to eat everything they've got.
I mean, that's the thing. That's actually, it's not a lot of money, but
for some people,
it's a lot of money for some people, and it's a lot at one time. So don't change your lifestyle,
right? And
by too much
for him, maybe Golden Corral is probably the nicest restaurant in Boone, North Carolina.
I mean, you never know. Possible. I mean, growing up for me, Red Lobster was fancy.
That when I was a kid, Red Lobster was like the 5-star restaurant.
And even like Friendlies, because it was considered expensive to go and have a Friendlies dinner and ice cream.
I miss Friendlies. We were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
My grandparents always had Friendlies ice cream in the freezer. Always.
It was good.
This week, 2 icons of the entertainment world passed away. Teri Garr, she died of multiple sclerosis. She was 79 years old. Maybe you need to be a little older than Dale to really know her stuff. I really know it because most of her good stuff came out in the 80s. She was in Mr. Mom, Tootsie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Young Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah.
And then later in the late 90s, early 2000s, I guess she played Phoebe's mom on Friends for a couple episodes.
Oh.
Yeah. She was great. She was very funny. She hasn't done a lot in the last couple decades.
Forever.
Yeah, forever. I think mostly because she had MS, which is it's debilitating and it takes years and years.
Yeah.
Also, who passed away this last week? Jack Jones. He was 86 years old. He was a Grammy-winning singer of standard songs mostly, but he's most famous for, and you guys all know it, and you know all the words. He sang the theme song to The Love Boat.
Yeah.
So, Jack Jones passed away.
Oh,
86 years old. I don't know what he died of. Jack is a good baby name. But
It
do you
is.
know what the most popular baby names are this year?
I never know until you tell me.
We talk about it every year. Baby Center released its annual list of the most popular baby names for both boys and girls for 2024. I don't know why they've done it now because the year's not over yet.
Yeah.
I think I'd wait until January 1st to announce it. So in order of popularity for girls, it's Olivia, Amelia, Emma, Sophia, Charlotte, Isabella, Ava, Mia, Ellie, and Luna.
Lots of Oz.
Lots of Oz. Almost every single one ends in an A. Wow. Charlotte. I'm surprised about Charlotte. I would think Charlotte would be bigger back when Sex and the City was
It's
big.
just, no, is this U.S.?
Well, yes,
Or-
U.S. Olivia is the number one name for a baby this year. Olivia.
Olivia Benson.
What's the nickname for Olivia?
Olive.
Is it
I don't know. Ollie.
Via?
Ollie.
Okay, boys. Number one, Noah, Liam,
Love Liam.
Oliver, Elijah, Mateo, Lucas, Levi, Ezra, Asher, and Leo. Asher, really?
My favorite's Liam on this.
I love all of these names. I would name my kid any of these names.
And I do like Oliver. Oliver is a first name.
Oliver is great.
Yeah.
Wow. Jack fell off the list. Jack was on the list for a lot of years.
Yeah.
I also did not see Dale or Scott on this list.
Yeah, I feel like my name had its time, and that was probably like the late 70s and maybe early 80s, and that was it.
Yeah. Dale can be on both the girls and the boys list.
That is true.
Because my mother's name is Dale, which
I
is
also
very
had-
weird when your husband's name is Dale too.
I had a female teacher in, what was it, middle school. Her name was Dale Schaffner. Wow. Miss Schaffner.
We'll do a shout out to Miss Schaffner.
Oh, God.
Might be listening.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll never forget my favorite story of Miss Schaffner. I don't even know what she taught. But for some reason, we got together. We were stuck together for something, and the bell had rang, right? So everyone was in their class. And I guess I stayed behind to help with something. So she gave me a ride in the elevator, which students weren't allowed to use unless you were handicapped or part of the faculty. And she was pregnant. And we got in the elevator, and the door shut, and one of the buttons of her shirt popped off and shot out the elevator door, and then the door shut. She was so big.
That's a fun story. It's a good thing she didn't go into labor while you were on the elevator.
Shit, I
Now
don't know what I
that would be
do.
a TV
But
show.
that's a story, yeah.
That's
But
a
no,
great
it was
story.
Just the button popped off.
It's Halloween tomorrow, and what would be better than a Halloween stay at the actual Beetlejuice house? I didn't know this was a thing, but it's a thing. The limited time Airbnb rental is available November 16th through November 27th, with booking requests happening now through November 4th, which is next Monday.
Okay.
The house, you all know it. You've seen it in both the original and the sequel that just came out recently. It's located in Hillsborough, New Jersey. It can hold up to 6 people, and you get a 10-hour stay.
That's weird.
I know, it's weird. It's 10 hours.
So you just book it for the day, or do you book it overnight, sleep for 8, and get 2 hours to enjoy the house?
I don't understand the 10-hour part.
Yeah.
That's weird. Let's just say it's one night, but I don't know. I might need to do a deep dive into this. We're not going because I don't have time to go to New Jersey in November. That's like the 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. We got things to do. I got a turkey to thaw.
Yeah.
Anyway, visitors to the Dietz residence will delve into the Beetlejuice world with designs from the movie, including artwork inspired by the character Delia Dietz. And there is a replica of Maitland's town in the home's attic, just like in the two movies.
Yeah.
And a journey into the afterlife where you can follow a glowing green light that will take guests into the waiting room with the recently deceased.
Oh, that's neat.
If you go to Airbnb.com, you can look up the listing. And it looks like the listing is actually hosted by Delia Dietz. There's a picture there of Catherine O'Hara, who plays her in the two movies. Here's the best part, y'all. It costs $0.
Really?
There is no cost involved. Visitors, though, will be selected at random and announced on Election Day, next Tuesday.
Wow.
Very scary, but it's free.
That's kind of cool.
So you can go register up until Monday, and they'll let you know on Tuesday. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really super fun. Wait, before we move on, you have a Halloween story. Now, when we bought our new house, the people who lived in our house told us they had about 60 kids last year. So we were planning accordingly. I bought Halloween candy today. I might go get a little bit more tomorrow just to make sure we have enough. But they said that they were the juice box people.
Yeah.
And I said, they lived in this house for 14 years. And they said for 14 years, we gave away juice boxes instead of candy.
Right.
And we became known as the juice box house. And Dale and I decided we're not going to do that because that's very expensive and stupid.
Yeah.
And who wants to carry a juice box around all night?
I mean, are we going to get...
Were they cold or were they just room temperature? I don't even know.
They had to be room temperature.
Anyway, we're not doing that. We're giving away the good stuff like Reese's and Kit Kats and M&Ms and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing. And I didn't buy anything with peanuts in it just to be super safe.
Oh, yeah. The only thing we have is the Almond Joys.
Yeah. Most kids aren't.
No.
Yeah, I don't hear about almond allergies very often. But tell them the story about the guy who gave away something very weird.
Yeah, it was weird, and it was on TikTok, and it was a clip of a local news story of somewhere USA. I don't remember. And his thing is he gave out 2-liter sodas.
2-liter bottles.
2 liter of soda, bottles of soda. Yeah. Which
like hundreds of them.
Hundreds. And you think, I was like, oh, that's fun and that's way out there. But what kid in the right mind wants to carry around a fucking 2-liter bottle of soda in their bag? And they still got, more trick-or-treating to do.
I'll tell you exactly what happens with those 2-liter bottles. They go, mom and dad have to carry them around because it would be too much for the little 6-year-old to carry around a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi.
It's real heavy.
That is so crazy, but fun.
Right. And so I saw that, and maybe I should have dived a little deeper as, what are the weirdest things given out for Halloween?
Yeah.
I mean, candy's traditional, right? And actually we gave out like stickers.
We've given out fun things. We've given out full-size bars before.
Yeah, and so we've done that stuff, but that's the normal stuff. Remember that time I bought a whole bunch of like stamps?
Yeah.
And it had like a ghost, and you like stamp your hand with a little ghost stamp.
I think we gave away some stickers along with candy.
With candy, yeah. But I think that's not normal.
When I was growing up, there was a dentist in our neighborhood. And he gave away toothbrushes and toothpaste.
I've gotten that before.
Give me a effing break.
I have gotten... Well, what
It probably came with his business card, too.
You should... But, I think that's neat for a dentist to do.
I guess.
You don't want it.
I guess.
But the parents would appreciate it.
And what does the gynecologist give out? Condoms? That is so funny.
I don't know.
I remember, well, no, I don't. No, there was a great cartoon I don't know where I saw it, just a couple days ago. And it was a man standing at his door with an apple in his hand and a kid dressed up as a ghost. And the kid is speaking and the kid goes, I'll take your apple because I know where you live. Remember that whole thing that started back in the 70s? There was this, it wasn't true, I don't think, but people were saying, scary people were putting razor blades in apples.
Yeah.
So do not eat unpackaged things.
And that was the whole thing, growing up that terrified everybody. Mikey, who ate the pop rocks and washed them down with a Coke.
And then died.
Because it expanded in his stomach or some bullshit.
But he didn't.
Like that.
He grew up.
He didn't die.
I think he's still alive.
He's still alive. And he did a news story. It was a while ago, but someone remembered it and talked to him. It was like, it's just weird how things like that just take off.
It's so true. It's so true. Well, I think this is the third episode that we've talked about the Chicken Big Mac. But I found this so friggin' funny, and I sent it to you a couple days ago. It was something I found on Instagram, and it was this guy named Mike. I won't give out his last name because I probably shouldn't be talking about other people.
He posted this for the online to see.
Then I guess
it's fine.
Well, okay. His name is Mike.
But it doesn't matter. Just Mike.
It doesn't matter. I can't even pronounce his last name. Anyway, he said, I tried the Chicken Big Mac earlier from McDonald's. Let me just say this. This sandwich tore my ass up. Had me having contractions in the bathroom like it was my delivery date. Not to mention the sandwich tasted like minced deer ankles mixed with raccoon ass. It's a hell nah from me. McDonald's, y'all owe me 3 rolls of toilet paper. So, of course, I named today's episode Minced Deer Ankles Mixed with Raccoon Ass.
Yeah.
And people have to listen to the episode to find out what the hell that means.
I know, but it's just
I'm not
funny.
telling them ahead of time.
It's just funny the way he says it, and then when you put your own voice in your head and read it, it makes you laugh out loud.
It is so friggin' funny. And he put a picture of it. I guess he took a picture of it before he ate it. But apparently, universally, people do not like this thing. And it looks nasty.
It looks gross. It's no different than, what was it, KFC? Where the buns were 2 chicken breasts?
Yes.
With lettuce, tomato, and mayo on the inside. It's just stupid. But, if it gets people to buy shit, then go for it. I'm not going to buy it, but.
Well, not now. Not after reading the bathroom story. Minced deer ankles mixed with raccoon ass.
I know. It's just the words. It's almost like poetry, man.
It really is. It really is. In other food news, Goldfish crackers are getting a name change for a limited time. You've probably seen this. It made the news too. They're now instead of calling them Goldfish crackers, they're calling them Chilean Sea Bass crackers.
I saw that.
They're the same damn thing inside. I know. Same cheddar snacks that everyone knows and loves. They're just updated with a new temporary name. The vice president of Goldfish, I didn't know there was such a person, said that the Chilean Sea Bass is a playful nod to adults that the iconic fish-shaped snack is for grown-up taste too. Well, of course it's for grown-ups too. I eat them all the time.
Yeah.
I even like the pizza ones.
I don't like the pizza ones.
You can purchase 2 bags of Chilean Sea Bass every day at 9 a.m. It doesn't matter because it started on October 23rd and it goes through, it goes through today. Today.
Today.
Yeah, today's the last day. You can go to ChileanSeaBassCrackers.com to buy them. Each bag sells for $7.38. So act fast. I'm not buying them. I have a picture already. I don't need this bag in my house. Because plus, if you bought it, how could you open it? You can't open it.
No.
You need to keep it forever and ever because it might be worth something someday. You got to save
it. It's not going to be worth anything.
Well,
just like that Aunt Jemima syrup that's sitting in the pantry.
Yeah. Well, since the show's coming out so late on the 30th, people, by the time they listen to this show, it's too late. So they're not going to get these damn things. But
no,
they weren't going to get them anyway. Anyway, I want to talk about this. This is so fun. Did you watch the video I sent you?
I did, and I've been seeing these videos all over the place.
Holy shit, y'all.
And it's freaking cool.
I think this might be the coolest bar in the United States. A Dallas area venue called Cosm COSM. I guess you say cosm.
I guess. I don't know.
It's basically a mini Las Vegas sphere on the inside. It has a massive curved screen that takes up your entire point of view in front of scores of tiered semicircular booths. So it's like kind of like a theater of booths, right?
Right.
So when you sit there, you're having your beer, you're having your burger at the bar, and you're watching a live sporting event as it happens, and it feels and looks like you're sitting in the actual effing stadium.
It is super freaking cool.
It is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. And I've seen some cool sports books here in Vegas. I think Circa down on Fremont Street might have the coolest sports book in Vegas with their massive, massive screens. But this takes it to another level.
It is super cool.
Yeah. Like, why isn't the Las Vegas...
It's like you're right there on the freaking football field.
Yeah. I would think the Las Vegas Sphere would be a great place to have a Super Bowl viewing party.
That could be cool. My problem with the Sphere is very, very cool. Don't get me wrong. But unless you're sitting down on the lower sections or you're in one of the suites, those fucking high-level suites are not... for the faint of heart.
No.
Man, is...
I couldn't see your grandmother.
It's like gripping the side of a mountain. Those things are so steep and so skinny. Like when you are in front of your seat, my foot, I wear a size, 10 and a half shoe. From the toe to the heel fits the entire step.
Right. But what's really nice is that where your knees are is where the person in front of you's head is. Yeah, but your knees are at the person's head in front of you, so there is no blocking.
The view is great.
It's
very steep and it's very crowded. Like you're tight. You're packed to fuck in there.
Well, I don't think it's like that in Dallas. So maybe if we go to Dallas sometime, we should check out this bar because it looks really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And now for something completely different.
Stand down, stand down. I don't know. Did you see these videos? I saw them on X and I also saw them on YouTube. There were full videos of the high roller observation wheel here in Vegas this past week. Did you see them?
I did. I saw one little short clip of a guy or a woman dangling from a string from a helicopter.
Right. So there were helicopters seen over the high roller observation wheel. It's like a huge, I think it's the largest in the world.
Yeah.
They were pulling people out of the top cars by helicopter. And there were also men that were seen scaling it from the bottom, like climbing up it.
Yeah.
Most everyone who saw this and was taking video of it thought it got stuck, and this is how they were getting people out.
Well, that's what I just assumed.
That's not what was going on. This was just a drill. It's just a drill, people. The Las Vegas Police Department and the fire department got together to prepare for a potential emergency.
Get out.
Yeah, it was
Good
not
for them.
It was not real. But I would not want to get stuck up there, and it's why I don't go, because what if you had to poop? What if you had to pee?
Oh, what's it? The way they say it takes 30 minutes to make a loop, right?
30 minutes to go all the way around. I can hold it for that long, I guess. But I wouldn't go right after lunch or dinner.
And don't they have bar ones?
You can get a bar one where they have unlimited drinks for the half hour.
Yeah.
I mean, how many drinks can you drink?
Maybe 2.
I would take a bucket just in case.
Shit bucket.
I want to talk about some airline stuff because there was lots of airline news this week.
Yeah.
One, and I just saw this on the news this morning. Our friend, what's his name? Chris, the CBS.
Chris Van Cleve.
Chris Van Cleve.
That guy.
He was at National Airport, I think, reporting on this. There are new laws that have gone into effect. This is good for all of us. If your flight is canceled or delayed by a certain amount of hours, I don't know how many because I didn't write that down, airlines must now refund the ticket price to the original point of purchase. So if you use your American Express credit card, you're getting your money back.
Good.
Not just a credit to the airline.
Good.
They have 7 business days, but 7 days to return the money to you. And it's automatic. You don't have to ask for it.
Good.
However, if you get rebooked, then you don't get your money back.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. I think the airline should also have to refund money to you, not just a credit, at a reasonable amount of time. And I'm thinking, just off the top of my head, 30 days. So say, we're going on a trip next March, right? That's like 4.5 months away.
Yeah.
I book the airline tickets now. Let's say in the beginning of February, we decide we can't go on this trip. I should be able to cancel it and get my money back.
Yes.
But no, that's not the way it works. As soon as you buy that effing ticket, it's yours. And they're going to keep your money. If you cancel it, they're going to bank that money for you. And you have to use it on that airline at another date.
See, I think
that's wrong.
That's the part I don't like. I mean, you're just held hostage.
You are held hostage to them. Absolutely.
And does that ticket expire?
You mean the credit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only good for like
bullshit.
It might be good for 2 years.
Bullshit. That should be illegal.
Or 18 months.
That should be illegal.
It should be good forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
You just don't take people's money.
The also good thing about this new law, check bag fees.
What if I die? You're telling me I don't get anything back? Maybe they'll give it back if...
Who are they going to give it to? Beetlejuice? If you're dead, what do you care?
I guess so.
I guess your husband might care, or your wife. Yeah. I don't know. There might be something that might be a different topic altogether.
Yeah.
Also, I love this. If you paid check bag fees, you will get your check bag fees refunded if your bags are delayed or lost. Well, damn right.
Sure.
If I paid $20 to check a bag and you lost the damn thing, I should get my $20 back and then some.
Yeah, it's just common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you got to replace what's in it.
There's a guy that flew on Alaska Airlines. He lives in San Francisco. He took his French bulldog on a flight from New York City back home to San Francisco where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought a first class ticket so that he would have room for his short-nosed dog. It was a French bulldog. For some reason, Alaska Airlines decided to move him to coach, to row 11. And they said it was for safety reasons. That's all the airline has said so far, and that's the only excuse they gave him at the time.
Mm-hmm.
When he got back to row 11 and the flight took off, the dog started hyperventilating in the... You know how small the space is between those seats and coach?
Yeah.
The dog's on the floor. Dog started hyperventilating. He started panicking, and he died halfway across the country. And he says, I don't know if this is true, but he says, one of the flight attendants said to him, now you're going to blame us for killing your dog.
I don't know if I believe
Alaska said they moved him and the dog for safety reasons. Whatever that means. I don't know. Does he have a case? He's suing the airline. I don't know if he has a case or not. What I think is probably different from what most people think, but I think dogs should be left at home.
Yes.
And 2, dogs should, if they have to go, you should have to buy them a fucking seat.
Buy them a seat.
Get a seat and put them in the seat next to you.
Yeah.
Unless it's a little tiny toy poodle that can be in one of those little bags or something. But a big dog, like a French bulldog or anything bigger than that, no. Please stop taking your dogs on vacation.
Do not put them on airplanes.
We had to get our dogs across country several times. What was it, 5?
Something like that.
We drove.
Yeah.
We drove, even though we did not want to. It would have been a lot cheaper to just ship the damn car.
But it's the best way to get animals across the country.
Another lawsuit. A passenger has sued JetBlue. Now, this one is fun. They've sued JetBlue over bodily injuries suffered after eating ice cream sandwich that was served on board. A New Jersey woman said the treat was dangerously cold. This is like the McDonald's coffee spilling in the woman's lap. The New Jersey woman said the flight attendant didn't warn her that the ice cream was cold. The passenger claims she broke a tooth trying to eat it. She wants $75,000 for pain, suffering, and mental anguish.
Go home, lady.
Apparently, ice cream is kept cold on airplanes with dry ice because airplanes don't have freezers.
Freezers, yeah.
Yeah. They don't have refrigerators either. All this stuff, I think, is just kept in, like, on ice and shit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That's it. Just ice.
Yeah. I can't believe that it was so fucking cold. And who bites into something?
If you're telling me that you bite into something and you get so much resistance that you think you might break a tooth, but you go for it anyway.
Go for it anyway?
Then
you're a fucking idiot to begin with.
You're a fucking idiot. And it makes the story not believable one bit. You have bad teeth. Fuck you, motherfucker. Go away.
Welcome to America. Welcome to America. We'll sue for anything. And one more airline story. Delta Airlines has officially now banned flight attendants from wearing their uniforms on social media to make money.
Yeah, this is good.
Many flight attendants in the United States now and all over the world, and I see them all the time on TikTok, Instagram, and other social media sites. They're doing these side hustles. They're using photos and taking videos on the plane while they're working in their uniform and making money off it. The ban doesn't prevent them from documenting their working life, like on a cute little Instagram. Oh, here I am sitting in, my jump seat on the airplane, ready to go to San Francisco. I hear a dog in the back. I hope he's okay. It only kicks in when they're trying to make money from doing it. Delta has previously been known to fire employees who have talked about the airline negatively in social media posts, which I think is a rightful thing to do.
Yeah.
They've also fired employees who have posted racist material online, even it has nothing to do with their job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
So they found out about it.
The thing is, just stop posting on Instagram.
If you want to keep your job, don't post shit.
Especially in a work uniform.
Be very, very careful. Anyway, got to let you guys know, Dale's very happy about this. Dale and I are on vacation next week. We're going to an undisclosed location in the Southwest Desert somewhere. I'm not telling you where. That would be stupid for us to tell you beforehand. We'll tell you after the fact.
Yeah.
But we're going to be gone all next week. We've already voted, so don't worry about that. We voted absentee, or not absentee. We voted by mail. But we're going to be gone for that whole bullshit. I don't even know if I want to turn the TV on while we're gone.
See, I get a kick out of it. I think it's fun.
It is going to be, you're right. It is going to be fun. Anyway.
I just want to stay at the Airbnb the entire day and watch. It's great being on this side of the country.
Because we don't have...
You're not up till 3 a.m.
Okay, but we're not going to know on Tuesday night.
No, we're not going to know. But I think it's fun. I think we should plan accordingly, have snacks and things and liquor.
Anyway, there will be no new episode next week, but we'll be back on November 13th. That'll be our next new show. If you love the Swish Edition, don't forget to subscribe and follow the show, and also leave us a review. We'd love to read that if it's a good one.
Yeah.
Only if you like it. If you don't like it, please don't bother. That would be just stupid. All right, happy Halloween. Hope you have a good time with your 2-liter bottles of soda and your razor blades.
Yeah. Bye, y'all.
Happy Halloween. So there you go. Now you know.